Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Alberto, and I am at the Tom Sawyer Park. Today is Saturday, April the 1st. This is a YouTube video series in nature, even though it's taken on April the 1st. Okay, please bear in mind that it's a series video. Okay, this is the Stringing Man. This is gonna go to YouTube, Twitter, maybe Facebook, maybe Instagram. And this is basically what is the string sandwich? What is the string sandwich? The string sandwich, the first sample was made by the University of Louisville Additive Manufacturing Research Group, or the RPC. They gave it to me on made with a laser sintering machine, which is a mixture of powder, nylon powder, and a laser. And the CAD design was made with Autodesk Fusion 360, which was made with some aid or help and a learning curve, learning the program and how to do what we had to do. Okay, this is a typical racket. This is head competition or head speed MP. This is the one I usually use on a regular basis. The stringing of these strings that are within the frame of the tennis rackets, with or without tension, are made or strung by hand by a person, usually with a stringing tension machine on a pro shop, club, factory, all over the world. This is a process that is manual almost 100%, meaning your fingers do the walking and do the bending of the strings in each intersections. And this typical racket, you might see maybe 300 and so more intersections. So it's done by hand, usually at the pro shop. So, what's the bottom line? What's the sales pitch? What's the big idea about the stringing sandwich? The stringing sandwich, as you're gonna see right now, is like a sandwich. This is the top of a sandwich, which is on top of those strings and has a predetermined tunnel. Who's gonna go where? The strings, who's going to go up and who's going to go down, and the opposite here, and so on, and complement each other on the whole frame and within the whole strings that go with the racket. Okay, most of the intersections, like I said, are made by hand, usually bent by the fingers, and then most of the work is by hand, manual. So I repeat myself, manual, 100%, the fingers, the person, the racket, the strings, the tension machine at the pro shop. The stringing sandwich basically is something that is going to allow you, me, anybody who's seeing this video who plays tennis, who's going to see the video because you might be a VC or angel investor or a tennis fan or a tennis aficionado or semi-professional PTRs and others who might enjoy this. Okay, most of the strings are done by hand. With the sandwich, we have a top and a bottom. This is the other complementary part of the stringing sandwich. It goes inside the frame or within the frame of the tennis racket, and it would allow for the strings to travel in a predetermined way with the help of the person who's still going to have to string the racket by hand, but with the benefit of making less bendings and less prone to mistakes, rework, and also the process of stringing or intertwining the strings within the frame can be done any place, anytime. meaning I might be in Tom Sawyer Park right now. If I had the stringing sandwich and some new strings, I might be able to put these strings inside the frame with no tension. And it will be done before I get to the pro shop to apply the final tension on all the strings on the racket, which gives you a lot of benefits of traveling, inventory, waiting time, rework, mistake, speed, and also the choice of stringing with no tension any place in the world where you don't have the tension machine to apply pressure to the strings, or you can use the stringing sandwich, this one, at the pro shop and put it at the tension machine and string the racket at the same time as you apply the tension to the strings one by one. So the choice is basically the bottom line. The freedom of choice is going to be the one word selling point of the stringing sandwich. The freedom to choose. You want to choose to do it old fashioned way, manual. There's still room for that. And I give you the option and the freedom to choose the stringing sandwich. It will give you a freedom to choose to just push it in over here and goes out the other way and put it back in, and all the intersections and all the loops up and down that they are done by hand, can be diminished, improved, and the manual process can be improved. Also, your little fingers and your hands might thank you very much for the process, since most of the people who string tennis, including myself, they have an issue with the fingers hurting over a period of time. Your hands, your tendons, ligaments, and all the good stuff that happens when you string and touch strings and put it on tight places like this. So the bottom line is that there's a freedom of choice between using, once we launch into the product, into the market, the freedom of choice between using the stringing sandwich until it becomes the norm against the manual process that still is very good and still is going to be used after the option of freedom of choice is given with the stringing sandwich here in the US, in Louisville, Kentucky first, and then in the US second, and then around overseas and the world eventually. This is a benefit that would apply to everybody. Retail, whoever strings your own racket, you can do it yourself with a stringing sandwich, buy a machine, and you can string in any place, anytime. Pro shop level, whatever you do manually, the stringing sandwich could apply a benefit of 20, 30, 40% increase on the amount of rackets and decrease in time that you do at the pro shop level. This is a guess. Do not quote me, even though I'm on YouTube. Okay? Also, the manufacturers in Europe, Asia, America, China, Asia, India, Australia, which do string thousands of tennis rackets, can benefit from this stringing sandwich because of the fact that it's done by hand everywhere in the world. So I can shorten the use of your hands and your labor, so you get more productivity for the same amount of people that you use everywhere all over the world. So it's a benefit for anybody who plays tennis, string tennis, sell tennis equipment at pro shop level, sell tennis rackets at the manufacturing level, and licensing option eventually is going to open for the stringing sandwich. So the benefit, it would include everybody who plays tennis. Is an evolution, or is an evolutioning of the manual process from 100% hands to maybe the stringing sandwich, which could be or could apply to 80% of the process, and then maybe 10 or 20% or 30% hands also. So it's going to be improvement on the process, something that we're going to try to launch a startup. We're trying to find the manufacturing options, the best options, 3D, laser, other options, injection molding, so that we can do small samples, batches, and then high level production. But until then, is hopefully it's going to happen as a Stringing 103 corporation. We have to raise money, and it's going to have to be a startup. And the author and the speaker right now, Alberto, may have to be involved in the tennis industry, which I played tennis for the last 40 years or plus. So please enjoy the video, and enjoy the future of tennis, hopefully. And thank you very much for listening. If you know anybody who plays tennis, forward this in Twitter, please, Facebook, please, LinkedIn when I put it there, please, Instagram, please, and YouTube. And anybody physically, word of mouth, who plays tennis, and let them know, everybody, that we're trying to come up with a product that it would give your fingers and your hands freedom to choose with some pain or no pain for your fingers over the long period of time. Okay? Thank you very much. This is April the 1st. It is a serious video. It's not April Fool's. This is for real. This is a serious video, even though it's taken on the Tom Sawyer Park, Louisville, Kentucky, by Alberto Ramiro Mayor, Louisville, Kentucky. And I thank you very much for your time and consideration. Say hello to everybody who plays tennis, all my fans and friends and future fans. Okay, see you then.